Hey everybody, Levi here from ITS, and today I want to talk to you about how often you should weigh yourself. But before I go into that, our 6-week lifestyle makeover is coming up here in about 2 weeks. If you need to get back into an exercise routine, if you need a meal plan, nutrition plan you can stick to long term. Most importantly, if you need accountability, if you need somebody to hold your feet to the fire, that just happens to be our area of expertise. Just ask any of our clients. If you fit any of those 3 categories, or maybe all of them, click on the link in the comments. It'll likely be a really good fit. Obviously, let us know if you have any questions, all right? So how often should you weigh yourself? A couple weeks ago, I posted a video on whether you should weigh yourself or not, because not everybody should weigh themselves. And the biggest indicator, there were 4 of them, and I won't give all of them here because, again, I did an entire video on it, but the number 1 indicator of whether you should weigh yourself or not, in my opinion, is what type of emotional response I have to the scale. So say I step on the scale and I'm down 3 pounds. Am I like elated, over the moon, excited? Or is it like, that's cool, I'm making progress, right? Say I step on the scale and I gain 3 pounds and I've done everything correctly and I gain 3 pounds. Does that just devastate me? Does it kill my motivation? Does it make me just want to throw my hands up and quit? If you have a serious emotional response, either way, positive or negative, if you have a really strong emotional response to the scale, I recommend that you do not weigh yourself. Use another assessment, like how your clothes fit, waist measurements, how your energy levels during workouts, sleep, whatever. I went through all of those in that video. But if you determine that you can weigh yourself without huge emotional responses to scale weight, here's how often I recommend you weigh yourself. And my answer normally surprises people. I would do one of 2 things. I would either weigh myself every single day, or I would weigh myself like once every 4 to 6 weeks. And here's why. If I weigh myself every day, I'm gonna see natural weight fluctuations, right? There's gonna be some days you're up a little bit, some days you're down a little bit, but if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do and I'm losing weight, the general trend is going down. I see those daily fluctuations, but over time, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, the general trend is going down, right? If I weigh myself every 4 to 6, I'm definitely, as long as everything is set up correctly, I'm definitely going to see the scale weight drop down in 4 to 6 weeks, as long as I'm doing everything correctly and I have a nutrition plan set up properly, right? Here's the reason there's no middle ground. So say, for instance, I weigh myself every Saturday morning, once a week. Say I start my nutrition plan on a Sunday, and I'm doing really, really well, and I'm feeling leaner, and my energy is better, and I'm killing my nutrition, I'm killing my workouts, or whatever. And it is very, very possible that from Sunday to Friday, I'm very gradually losing weight, right? A week's time, you're not gonna lose a ton, but you're gonna lose, maybe 1, maybe up to 2 pounds, okay? But say Friday night, I eat a lot of salt on my food. Say Friday I had a really hard workout. Say Friday I drank a lot of water. All of those things would have me or cause me to retain a little bit of water. And now on Saturday morning, I'm actually heavier than I was on Sunday when I started. Even though the general trend is going down, Sunday through Friday, I was doing really well. But because I only weigh myself on Saturdays, I happen to be up just a little bit, just that one time. That can really mess with your head, even if you're somebody who the scale normally doesn't mess with your head, right? So if I would have weighed myself every day during that time, I would have seen the general trend going down, and then on Saturday it was just kind of a one-off thing and I went up a little bit. And on Sunday, Monday, it's probably gonna come back down, right? As long as everything is set up correctly. So that's the reason that we don't like people weighing themselves, or I recommend that you don't weigh yourself once every week, once every couple weeks. Because if you catch yourself on that day that just happens to be up a little bit, even though you've done everything right, again, it can mess with your head. If I go every like 4 to 6 weeks, even if I catch myself on a day that's a little bit up, 4 to 6 weeks is enough time to lose enough weight that even if I'm up a little bit on that one day, it's still gonna show a good bit of progress from my initial weigh-in or my initial weight that I took, 4 to 6 weeks earlier. So that's what I recommend in regard to how often you should weigh yourself.